What's up, Magic Nerds? Today we are taking a look at the newly revealed Saga creatures from the Final Fantasy set. This new hybrid card type is a clever card design, and we get some pretty powerful card options with these new spoilers. First up, we've got Summon Knights of the Round. It's an 8-drop Saga creature that's a 3/3 with Indestructible. It will produce a total of 12 Knights if it sticks around for 4 turns. And on the 5th turn, creatures we control get +2/+2 until end of turn and get indestructible counters on them. The fact that this Saga has Indestructible is going to make this a very difficult target to deal with, as our opponents will have to exile it to get rid of it permanently. The reason this card is insane isn't even the 12 Knights we can accumulate, but the indestructible counters being distributed to all creatures on our board. Next up, let's talk about Summon Titan. It's a 5-drop 7/7 with Trample and Reach. We mill 5, then return all lands from our graveyard to the battlefield, and finally give a creature +X/+X and Trample until end of turn, where X is the number of lands we control. This card is a great slot-in for land-based builds, even if Graveyard Recursion isn't a built-in part of the deck because of its final effect. Next up, let's talk about Summon Anima. It's a 6-drop mono-black 4/4 with Menace. We draw a card and lose 1 life for the first 3 triggers, and on the final trigger, each opponent sacks a creature and loses 3 life. Though the mana cost is a bit high, we have a nice 4/4 that we can swing with in addition to our card draw, and by the end of it, we are forcing our opponents to sack a creature. It's going to be a decent budget option for some enchantment decks that splash black, like Gen Arcanum Weaver. Next up, we've got Summon Leviathan. For 6, we get a 6/6 with Ward 2. And on the first trigger, we return all non-Kraken, Leviathan, Merfolk, Octopus, and Serpent creatures to their owner's hands. The next 2 triggers give us card draw whenever those types attack. At first glance, the card draw effect may seem lukewarm, but if we read carefully, the effect procs for each of those creatures. Meaning if we have multiple of those types attacking, we draw for each of those creatures. Even in a non-tribal deck for these types, this is a solid blue control card. By returning the board to our opponent's hands and having a nice 6/6 to swing with, that gives us card draw. Next up, let's talk about Summon Primal Odin. It's a vanilla 5/3 for 6, but it has some interesting Saga effects. We destroy a target creature as it enters. Its second Saga effect gives us an effect to make target opponent lose the game if we deal combat damage with this creature. The final trigger gives us card draw and each player loses 2 life. We may be able to threaten lethal very early on against some decks that are light on creatures. We destroy one of their creatures, and if they don't have another creature right away, or if we can give this creature evasion, we can eliminate an opponent very simply. Win the game effects are rare for good reason, and I think this effect is balanced enough. What are your thoughts on it? Next, let's talk about Summon Fenrir. It's a 3-drop that lets us search for a basic land and put it on tapped as its first effect. Next, it puts a +1/+1 counter on our next creature spell that turn. Lastly, we draw a card if we control the creature with the greatest power on the board. This is a good flex option for decks that like to focus on having creatures or enchantments, while also looking for basic ramp cards. We get ramp, card draw, +1 counters, enchantment, wolf, and creature synergy all on 1 card. Finally, we obviously have to talk about Summon Bahamut. It's a 9-drop colorless 9/9 with flying, and it has the dragon subtype as well. Our first 2 procs of the Saga destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Our third draws us 2 cards. Finally, it deals damage equal to the total mana value of other permanents we control to each opponent. For this much mana, we have to be getting good value, and this undeniably has that. To immediately destroy a permanent and threaten swinging with a 9/9 is bad enough, but the final ability is a game ender if we have enough converted mana cost on the battlefield. If you made it this far in the video, type Fenrir somewhere in your comment. What are your thoughts on the new Saga creatures? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, Magic Nerds, and I'll see you next week.